Hey guys, this is Vishal Mehra here. So today I wanted to talk about how the state tourism boards can leverage technology and marketing to grow their destinations. Now this Bharat Dekho 2021 initiative has given the state tourism boards an excellent opportunity to grow their destinations. See, the international travel is still a long way off. Domestic tourism is going to be the new norm and the driver. So here are my 12 steps that I believe, having been an international tourism board myself, that the state tourism boards can take to increase their market share. Step 1, VR and 4K videos. Invest in VR and 4K. The bandwidth today has increased. The data allowances are general. That means that we as a country, we as a population are consuming huge amounts of media. Now, YouTube grew its market share from India to a huge extent during the lockdown. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for the tourism boards to start mapping the destinations in virtual reality and 4K. Now the destinations, the places that are already popular for you, let them out right now, let them be there for the second phase. Go for the hidden gems and off the beaten track places and map them first and make them available to the consumers. Step 2, use social media to create a buzz. State tourism boards can leverage the social media to create a buzz and showcase their destination. Now, social media channels make for a great way to reach a broader audience at a fraction of a cost as needed by the traditional channels. So think about it, a full page ad in the newspaper or using that same amount of money to create 30 days of marketing campaign on a social media channel. When using social media, create campaigns that generate a buzz and go viral. Something like a contest. If designed correctly, these can help the state tourism boards grow their audiences and reach substantially. Step number 3, create special offers. The state tourism boards are traditionally tasked with promoting a destination, but they've never gone ahead and created special offers. They've never had a situation like this before. Now, hotels and the travel agencies are currently suffering. They do not have the extra budgets and bandwidth to do this, but the state tourism board here can bring everybody together on a unified platform and come out with special promotions. Tie up with hotels, tie up with travel companies, roll out these promotional offers. This can be in terms of special pricing, discount vouchers, and these have to be used by the people during that stay within the state. Money that you get would stay within the state itself. It is also time, as I just mentioned earlier, create a unified platform. It is also time that our state tourism boards had a built-in booking engine where all the properties become bookable via the website. See, this has a dual advantage for you. Your hotels are any which ways going and sharing their inventory with the OTAs. They're diluting their hotel property, they're diluting their revenue. By bringing them on a single platform, you will be able to map every single hotel and give a wider reach to the customer. So this kind of becomes the one single window that the customer needs to come to. Step number 4, be visible regularly. Now, out of sight is out of mind. Have a plan to create multiple touch points with your potential audience and visitors by being visible everywhere on the web. An average person spends around 40% of the time on the web. And the more times they get to see your promotion, the more it is likely to result in a visit to your state. Step number 5, invest in WhatsApp and email marketing. Now, the state tourism boards have never done this. You've never invested in email marketing, you've never invested in WhatsApp marketing. Now think about it this way. If a state tourism board had invested in email marketing, today you would have had a database of anything over 1 million plus subscribers with whom you could have effectively communicated what the state is doing and how the state wants to welcome them back. There's no information, and that would have been a perfect channel. But it's better to start now if you've never done it. It's a good enough time to start now. So depending upon your target audience, tourism boards should be heavily invested in email and WhatsApp marketing. People have a lot of questions before they travel, and especially during this time. So have your best destination experts who are also compassionate and are people friendly be available on WhatsApp to answer these questions. These questions could come before the stay, during the stay. So make sure that you have your people there available to them to help the travelers. Similarly, have a drip email campaign for people who prefer to consume your content on emails. Step number 6, create spots which are Instagrammable. See, Instagram is the in thing today. Destinations should earmark spots which offer excellent views and are of importance, and place Instagram boards there with preferred hashtags that you want people to use. I would here suggest to go a step further. See, when I was heading Taiwan Tourism Board in the Middle East, what we used to do was we had put up these Instagram spots, and we used to tell people to promote this using a hashtag, and we used to choose a photograph at the end of the day to promote it further. So that gave this user additional boost. What happens with this is that your destination starts trending very fast. You get access to the content which is user created. Step 7, create lots and lots of content. And when I say content, I'm talking about both written and visual. And make sure that it is detailed. One of the biggest complaints that I have is that the state tourism bodies or our tourism bodies have never done a very good job when it comes to creating content. See, content is the backbone of internet. When I have to search for a destination, the probability is that the content created by a travel agency would be coming up higher than that of the state tourism body. And as the state tourism body, you have access to the best content. You have access to the entire knowledge bank. My recommendation is create content, and lots of it, so that if the visitor searches for the destination, it should be on the state tourism website. And you should show up first. State tourism websites need to have written and visual content for consumption. Step number 8, and this is extremely important as having content. Make your websites interactive. A static website is again so yesterday. For a state tourism body, it is critical to have an interactive website. Let your content bring the visitor to your website. Interactive website would then connect with the audience. And then if you have a unified platform, they can book it from the website itself. You will be doing your state a huge favor. Step number 9, state tourism boards should invest in targeting and retargeting customers. All private operators do, all e-commerce sites do. So any online business uses today targeting and retargeting on social media to build touch points with the customers. So just to understand, 10 to 15 touch points are needed to create a brand recall. In case of a destination, it may be a little less. You still need to have a top of the mind recall. So as a state tourism, you should not be any different. State tourism bodies should allocate a higher spend to online marketing and invest in targeting and retargeting. Remember, if you go on Amazon, you put something in the cart, you don't complete the purchase, you get an email reminding you. Cart abandonment. If you search for something, you don't buy it, and you go to another website, you start seeing the ads of that particular thing. State tourism bodies should do exact same thing. Step number 10. Create music festivals that connect with people. See, take the case of Goa. Goa has Sunburn. What do you have? Sunburn is a huge draw. Thousands of people used to travel to Goa for the Sunburn festival, and once we get settled into the new normal and they have Sunburn again, I'm sure it will be the same thing. Festivals which connect with people, bringing people to your destination. Each destination has the potential to create such music festivals and drawing people from around the state and from outside. If you keep on promoting events that do not resonate with people, you're not doing anybody a favor. It's simply a waste of money and time. And step number 11, and this is extremely important, leverage influencers. International tourism boards have always relied on influencers. As the head of Taiwan Tourism Board, I was constantly on the lookout for influencers whom I could send to Taiwan and who could make the destination trend. Influencers have an amazing reach and help the destination trend very quickly, making it visible. As a state tourism body, you should invest in influencers who will help the state tourism board trend. And the last point, step number 12, again something that I see very few state tourism boards doing. Offer media fans. It's a largely neglected area of the tourism boards. Having done multiple media fans during my days when I was launching Egypt as a destination in India and then Taiwan in the Middle East, I cannot emphasize enough of getting the media to help you grow your tourism brand. Bring them over for 4 or 5 days fam trip. Your private hotels would be more than happy to host them. Don't put them in your state-run hotels unless they can compete with the private ones. As I always say, showcase your destination to the fullest. The best of the cuisine that you have to offer, wine them, dine them, and make them see the destination as a local would. And trust me, that is where magic would happen. If you want to invest in paid ads, invest in advertorials. Run your ads, but the magazine would be happy to do an advertorial for you. So every person, whether from state or from outside the state, when visiting your destination, leaves back cash in that destination. Your economy of the state improves with it. Take a simple example. If you had 1,000 people visiting a destination a day and they only left 100 rupees each per day, that is 1 lakh rupees additional revenue for your destination. People leave a lot more than this. So these are my 12 steps that you can follow. If you want help building your marketing plan and having it executed, I can help state tourism boards do it. Remember, I have done it multiple times in the past and I have leveraged the power of social media, and so can you. Thank you for your time. This is Vishal Mehra signing off. Have a good day. Bye-bye.